appreciate you coming all this way. Allow me to take a look at that cargo you carry. Took good care of this, I see. Ought to make my research easier. You completed all these orders for me? I really appreciate it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So, I finished examining that cargo you brought on over. Now, I know this isn't your fault, but this thing has been absolutely savaged. I highly doubt human or animal involvement. Kinda looks as though it was battered with a large heavy pole, but... And there are also parts that appear to have been melted. Not to mention the unusual tie marks imprinted on the surface. Putting all the pieces together, I reckon this is likely the work of the Headless rider I've heard rumors about. In all honesty, though, seems like it was set upon by not one, but several riders. Sheer damage is proof enough of that. Yeah, we're looking for multiple villains, I'd say. They won't come out and wreak havoc at just any old time. There's got to be a reason they attack travelers when they do. Mind helping me figure out what that reason is? That way we can set the minds of porters like you at ease. Once we know more about them, I can use that chiral network to enlighten everyone else, too. Indulge my curiosity and I'd be happy for you to hook me up, is what I'm trying to say. If you're keen to do so, then pick up the sub-order I posted. I've included the relevant information in the order details. Be sure to look it over should you choose to take it on.
Order completed. Well done.
Rider attacks were reported in this area. Look around. See anything strange? Nice. Sam, about the Headless Riders we're after. I've been thinking, what if we were to try replicating the conditions of the previously reported attacks? A road at night, a tri-cruiser... I've got it. We should take an evening spin near the site the attacks took place. what's happened to it. Don't tell me it's been hacked. Since when do highways float in the air? Up, up, and away! A highway in the sky. And now we find ourselves trapped. You ready for anything, Sam?
Welcome, Sam. I prepared this little stage here special for you and you alone. None. No, you're gonna make the most of it.
Pigs? These must be ghost mechs? I suppose there were no headless riders after all then. We need to destroy them all. Let's get a move on, Sam. Sam, try ramming their vehicle with yours. That's how you do it, Sam. You're a pro! Different from the others. That has to be the unit that's hacked into the auto papers. Wake up! Well fought, Sam. I think you took care of every last one.
Highway disappearing? This isn't good, Sam. Whoa! Ah!
Whew. Seems the day is ours, Sam. Oh, what a relief to have made it safely back to the ground. There's no sign of our adversaries. The strange road has vanished without a trace, too. Everything seems fine now. Let's go and give the ghost hunter the good news.
That's the way.
Commencing route creation. Deliver.
You're mine.
Well. Handled that job for me, huh? Let me just review the order details. That was a hard-won fight. I shouldn't have asked you to go to such lengths for me. I feel as though I can really trust you. We forged the bond, you and I. So you know, I've decided to increase the amount of materials you can withdraw from me. All right, I'm ready to join the chiral network. Thanks to you, we can finally close the book on the mystery of the Headless Riders. Troubling rumors like that have a way of putting everyone on edge. Makes them want to stay inside all the more. Out here especially. Saw too many people cutting ties and keeping to themselves. Can't say any of us anticipated that the riders would be ghost mechs, though. And those mechs have something to do with Higgs, too. Isn't that right? Well, now that we know the truth of the matter, we can come up with ways to combat them and their tactics. Then, maybe it'll feel like we're actually making some progress at long last. You know, you've got the makings of a real ghost hunter. I've shared with you some schematics for my favorite tools of the trade. A rocket box and a camo suit pattern. The rocket box fires MP warheads. It's a portable, versatile weapon that's perfect for dealing with all kinds of enemies. It's a single-use weapon. All you have to do is aim and throw. It fires several projectiles at once, which can lock onto multiple targets in range. Though, if you want to pummel a single enemy with overwhelming force, well, that's a viable option too. It's great for incapacitating humans, killing BTs, or disabling mechs as needed. It's quick and easy to use, so consider keeping one on hand for emergencies. I'd heard a few stories about the red-clad warriors before you came through. That Higgs might be the one leading them came as quite the shock. He's the same bastard that's been distributing weapons all over the place, right? Trying to get everyone to take up arms and sow discord. Forming lasting connections is out of the question if we can't find common ground. The spread of weapons and violence is a lot more terrifying than any sort of paranormal activity, if you ask me. Ever since the death Stranding, sightings of paranormal phenomena have been steadily increasing. Though a lot of these can be chalked up to simple misperception or misinformation. Among all these claims, tales of supernatural entities are especially common these days. And as a ghost hunter, I investigate the more promising reports to see if there's any truth to them. Unfortunately, it's not feasible for me to go out and do research right now. So I have to rely on others to do my fieldwork for me. You've done some wonderful work for me, Sam. So much so that I'd love it if you could continue. I intend to carry on with my research. There are a few things that I'm still pretty curious about. Maybe they're nothing more than baseless rumors, but if any seem promising, I'll contact you via the SSS. I hope I can count on you when the time comes. Good luck with your deliveries. Take care. There you are. Did you see my post on the SSS? Concerning rumor is doing the rounds. There's a chance someone might be hurt. So I'm pouring all my energy into getting to the bottom of it. I apologize in advance for being AWOL over the next little while. This work demands focus. And again, if you were willing to lend a hand, we'd probably figure this thing out way faster. If you're interested, you'll find the details by checking the suborders on this delivery terminal.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Commencing route creation. Delivery.
Wait, did you hear that voice just now? Where did it come from? So it was actually a lyrebird, the source of our mysterious voice. Well, let's take it where it needs to go.
further now.
As good as no to me.
got to the bottom of things, have you? Let me review the order. At long last, we meet the mysterious voice. A healthy lyrebird. You took excellent care of our new friend. You've helped me solve a fascinating mystery. Here's a little something to say thanks. Just so you know, I've decided to increase the amount of materials you can withdraw from here.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
A superb lyrebird. Never would have guessed. Well, at least there was no one in need of help. As for the phantom gas grenade schematic I've shared, it's a highly effective weapon that can be used to disorient human targets. Exposure results in temporary visual and oral impairment, putting hostiles out of action for a while. The perfect tool for sowing chaos in enemy ranks in order to avoid a fight. Keeping quiet, mostly. Settled down somewhat. Seems like an old injury is what prevented it from getting around on its own. Lyrebirds are adept at imitating human speech, but this one's talents are on a whole other level. Thinking I might entrust it to the animal shelter once it's recovered. And I expect I'll be asking you for help when the time comes. In any case, I'll get in touch via the SSS after I've made arrangements with the staff there. On detonation, the grenade releases a gas infused with tar particles. When inhaled, it induces a separation of car and tar as your soul is temporarily drawn towards the other side. The afflicted are powerless to act naturally. Won't work on doomed sufferers, though. They're immune. To reiterate, the effect is temporary and does no permanent damage. I have to thank you again. Your work was exceptional. I'll be sure to reach out to you through the SSS when I need assistance in the future. There's no shortage of intriguing rumors I'd like to investigate further. See you around, mate. Hey there. I take it you saw my post on the SSS. There's something that needs doing, but alas, I'm neck deep in rumors of strange activity. Reckon you could do us a solid and take care of it? Check the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here for more info.
Cargo is awfully fragile, Sam. Will you be able to recover it intact? Is this house moving? Oh no, it's a catcher! Sam, we need to get out of here now! Wait, Sam, you've just dropped some of your cargo. head back and complete the order. That was some really nice work, Sam.
Well done, mate. Can't believe you came back with the goods. Let's have ourselves a look. Delivery looks to be in just about perfect condition. Glad you handled this delicate cargo with care. You've been a good friend, and it's only right I share this data with you. I've upped your materials allocation again. Take whatever you need, mate.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I catch you wearing a building like some sort of horrific hermit crab, eh? Reality truly puts fiction to shame. Anyway, thanks again for the cargo. I'll be able to resume my research into this one particularly vexing rumor now. That said, it's looking like I might not be able to make any real progress till I have access to data from the whole continent. As in, we'll have to wait until the Australian chiral network is fully complete. Once that happens, and all the pieces are in place, I'll contact you via the SSS. I'm sure I'll need your help to solve this little mystery.
Order completed. Well done.
Doing all right, I hope? Have you seen my latest SSS post? I've been working day and night studying these chiral crystals that you brought me. You have to forgive me if I'm a little less social than usual. But I'm nearing the end of this investigation. Want to pitch in? If so, access the delivery terminal and look for the details under suborders. The stakes have never been higher, I fear. I could do with your help.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sam, this is Tarman. We've received additional data from the Ghost Hunter. For now, though, we ask that you head to Terminal Fort Knott. I'll take a look at the tar currents in the vicinity. I'll contact you with updates as I have them.
Okay, Sam. According to the Ghost Hunter, the rusty chiral crystals were found in this vicinity. Oh, see that inverted rainbow? We're not far from BT territory.
Just a bit further now.
Sam, you're coming up on an area where the tar currents are especially erratic. I've just transmitted the coordinates. Do you see anything out of the ordinary there at all?
Sam, something's here. And it's very big. One massive BT. Did it come from the tar currents? Watch yourself, Sam. Terminal Fortnite is in danger. A Voidout would kill them all. We have to eliminate that BT. Dead in its tracks. Now's your chance to attack. spot. I'm pretty sure that's the catcher's weak point. Watch out, Sam. I think it's about to try something. Are you injured, Sam? Boy, that must hurt.
It's me, Sam. Die Hardman. The instability in the local tar currents appears to have subsided. Chiralium levels are nominal, and the BT threat has been confirmed neutralized. You've done it again. Saved another city from certain destruction. Thank you so much for your service.
Sam, you were astounding, stupendous even. What a privilege to have a front row seat to such a show. Let's report back to the ghost hunter, I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
Welcome back, Sam. Did everything go according to plan? Let's see how you fared out there. Talk about an easy win. You're a force in nature, mate. You honestly might be the kindest person I know, Sam. It's not much, but I'd like to give you this token of my appreciation. I've upped your materials allocation again. Take whatever you need, mate.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This latest investigation was on a whole other level. Too much for me to handle alone, that's for sure. Without you, I'd have never been able to finish it. Good thing I didn't throw in the towel, eh? Not so long ago, a giant catcher appeared near North Fort Knot, triggered a massive Voidout. Around that same time, a proliferation of rare chiral crystals was observed in the vicinity. And as you might have guessed, the chiral crystals that you brought me possess the same unique properties as those ones. All the evidence seems to suggest that they form in the presence of a giant catcher. Despite my best efforts, I was ultimately powerless to prevent the destruction of North Fort Knot. But this time, with your help, we were able to spare Terminal Fort Knot that same fate. I'm so glad I never gave up on this line of research. I really can't thank you enough, Sam. Countless people live to see another day because of you. I'll continue to keep an eye out for other reports of paranormal activity worth investigating, but honestly, I hope I don't find any. Let's both keep on keeping on, eh? Take care, Sam.
Order complete.